Dwayne Haskins has just been released by the Washington football team. However, we want to know, will he get another shot at being an NFL QB, or is his career essentially done? Alright guys, let's eat.
What time is it? Game time! Woo!
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Edwin, aka King Jollof, and we are back again. Sorry, I had to do that little rap real quick. But anyways, guys, this is some news that came out a couple of hours ago, say a day ago too, but you know, gotta do a video about this because it's kind of important and I want to talk about this. So, Dwayne Haskins has been released by the Washington football team, who still don't have a name, by the way, but we'll get to that later, you know, sometime in the future. Anyways, Haskins is now released, and you know, after 2 seasons with the team, 2 seasons, guys, that's insane. That's pretty much terrible. So he leaves the Washington football team completing 60% of his passes, throwing for 2,804 yards, right? 12 TDs, 14 interceptions. That's terrible. QBR of 29.4. That's trash. Haskins, for me, so this guy has struggled throughout his whole career at Washington. Played 15 games, and has shown no major flashes of him being the guy that they drafted from Ohio State. Now, Dwayne Haskins, when you get benched and you've been in a situation where you're not the #1 guy anymore, right? You would want to get to that point where it's, okay, I have another opportunity, and I'll take that in, and I would work hard, and I would hopefully give the organization a trust factor in me as to why I was drafted first round. And he didn't do that. I mean, seriously, when you have Alex Smith go down, right, and he's essentially helped the Washington football team resurge into first place, that's one, and resurge as to arguably the best team in the NFC East at the moment, and he gets injured. You, Dwayne Haskins, come in and you got to do a job, right? And he didn't do that. And losing 2 straight games doesn't help his case at all. But okay, first he lost to Seattle. We get that. That's kind of a good team. But you lose to Carolina, which is, I think, it's not a good team at all. If I'm being honest, like they're a okay team, but not really that good of a team. I think that Washington is a better team than them. So I don't know how, in the right mind, do you do what you do and get cut for other reasons that we'll get into later. But let's go in sequential order, right? So after the game against Carolina, he gets benched throughout that game for a practice squad QB. And then after that, hours later, he gets cut. Now, Dwayne Haskins, to me, is not a good QB. He doesn't do what he needs to do. He hasn't shown any good flashes. And at this point, it's even a stretch to say that he will become a good backup. I don't even think he's a good backup. But anyways, so the game prior to that, the Seattle Seahawks game, it was a close game. They lost 20-15. Not bad. Close game, considering the fact that Seattle is the top of their division and they're the top of the conference, basically one of the top teams in the NFC. So lose that game, and then hours later, you decide to go celebrate with your girlfriend on her birthday. We get it, you know. I can't really defend the NFL too much on celebrating, on him choosing to celebrate with his girlfriend on his birthday, but you gotta look at you gotta look at like the context of what's going on, right? So it's COVID season. You know, Dwayne Haskins was seen at the party with strippers, maskless. Not just strippers, obviously, but with people in general, maskless. So you would think, after losing to Seattle Seahawks, you know, you go and celebrate with your girl, right? But you don't think to put on a mask? And you don't think, well, maybe I'm putting the lives of my teammates at stake because, you know, it's COVID season. My coach, they are all put in jeopardy if I come back to this team and God forbid, spread the virus if you test positive. Come on, man. Like, think about that. And he didn't do that, obviously, and now he is. It is what it is. He got cut. Dwayne Haskins, for me, is not a good QB. And on top of that, he made a terrible decision. Like, if we're talking about one of the most fumbled bags this year in the NFL, he would be one of those guys. because you got another opportunity to start and you just ruin it. Like, how could you do that? This is worse than when the Denver Broncos had 3 QBs exposed and each of them could have had a shot at starting and they didn't do it, you know? And that was bad. This is even worse if you ask me, because he was given the opportunity to start, and instead of taking that in and showing this team why you were drafted first in the first round, you instead go to a party maskless, and you get benched by your coach Ron Rivera for a backup QB, a practice squad QB. That says a lot about him. So, anyways, guys, Dwayne Haskins is. You made a mistake. It's understandable. You made a mistake, but it's a bad mistake. If we're being honest, it's a bad mistake for a young guy. But anyways, guys, what do you think will happen to Dwayne Haskins? What team do you think will need him? It's the NFL. So, regardless of what happens, the NFL always needs backup QBs. So Dwayne Haskins will get a shot at another backup QB spot. But to say that he'll start a game, I don't think it'll take a long time for Dwayne Haskins to start a game because of the way he's been acting in the past and the way he's been playing in the past. Like, seriously, if he was producing on the field at a high level and he did this type of stuff, then maybe the team like, okay, maybe we'll keep him, but we'll find him a hefty salary because he has been producing, he has been showing out, but he didn't even do the basics. You didn't show out. You didn't practice. Apparently, you didn't practice good or well enough. You didn't play hard enough. It's not looking too good for Dwayne Haskins. It's not looking too good. You didn't do the basics, bro. Like, come on. And you've had problems in the past. So, wouldn't you think that this would be a good opportunity to show that I mean business? I mean, seriously, guys. You know how long it took for the likes of Cam Newton to get an opportunity with the New England Patriots? And he didn't make the same mistakes as what Dwayne Haskins made. People just didn't want to give him a chance. And he was working hard. He was showing that he meant business, right? And it just took a while for him to get a chance at another starting role. Dwayne Haskins, considering the fact that you not Cam Newton and what you haven't produced at a high level at what Cam Newton did, you may take a long time to get a chance. But hey, the NFL needs backups, and you will be a backup QB. But anyways, guys, that's all that we have for this video. Listen, like, share, and subscribe to the video, to the channel. The Washington football team are the winners for today because of the fact that they are getting their QB back, Alex Smith, to likely start against the Eagles in the last season game. And on top of that, they have now ridden themselves of Dwayne Haskins, who, by the way, wasn't a cancer to the team, but he made some crucial mistakes that should not be reflected on the team at all. Like, at all. Seriously. Team has gone through way too much controversy in itself for him to be adding on to this. So, guys, always remember, as I grow, we grow together. Now, stay tuned for the next video.